A pleasure to meet y'all at last. Now, it's the following day. Since the last time I made a vlog, and since the last time I unavoidably made the rage to simply clarify that the message that I brought out to everyone on my channel was made as loud and crystal clear as possible. But at this time, I would just simply like to get back onto that because it just seems that my message is not as clear as possible, and that sometimes I don't see a lot going on with all of this. They say YouTube's gonna die soon, but I see nothing happening. Not even a little. But the way I see all of this that's currently happening, I really have zero obligation to even find out what could end up happening. No obligations. Although I will mention really quick that it's just a matter of perspective, and it's also a matter of time until a lot more starts to come into play. And I'll be ready for that. Very much so. So in turn, I do seem to have a lot more to say, but at this time, it's clear to me that I should just continue with my work here and not have any roadblocks nearby. Otherwise, there definitely could be something that will go wrong at some point, but as of today, January 23rd, 2020, 22 days have passed since McJuggernuggets quit YouTube, and 22 days have passed since a new uprising had taken place. Other social media platforms out there that have been trying to become the next best thing to YouTube, hardly any of them have done well, except for one in particular, Storyfire. Now, of course, if you guys don't already know, I've had my own Storyfire now for a little while. And if you haven't already subscribed to me on that platform, then do so now, because at some point it'll only be a matter of time before I end up publishing some other exclusive content on that particular platform. Whereas here on my channel, it'll be just the main things around here. Although, I will bring about an official confirmation. I will, in fact, be remastering Nerf Secret Revealed Bolts of Intrigue, but it won't be out for a few more months. Especially given to the fact that I don't have the permission to upload anything onto Storyfire. It'll certainly be a while before I end up getting to that plateau. But in the meantime, I can at least describe how I feel about finally bringing about the extras to Bolts of Intrigue. Finally giving it that more cinematic-like feel compared to it just being a web movie. Though I will say, there's a lot more to it than you think. All of these extra pieces of footage that I managed to put together with it, as well as some new commentary, as well as some new credits, as well as a bit of end credits, which will in fact showcase what will be to come in the sequel that I have planned to release in November. But since we aren't even close to that point in time yet, it's probably best that I don't actually relegate any spoilers or put up anything that could relate to that. I can say, though, that I'm actually more than just proud of myself for simply taking it the extra step and going the extra mile, just so I'm able to finally put together a masterpiece that I can work really hard on. And I guess one more thing should be mentioned. Of course, the upcoming Vlogathon 3.0 will take place between February 15th all the way through the 17th. 3 days of a lot of vlogs. Whereas, after Gaming with Kaiju Force Neo Season 4 ends up finishing by the end of January, a few days later I do plan on bringing back Face Cam Specials Insurgents one more time. And yeah, It seems to be getting around that kind of pattern here. With Hot Wheels Hilarity, there's the original in one season, and then at some point in between Hot Wheels Hilarity seasons, there is Layout Shoutouts and Colossal Clashes. But I do in fact plan on bringing about yet another side series to accompany those two. So that'll be 3 in total. And with Gaming with Kaiju Force Neo, well, Basecamp Specials Insurgent seems to be the only accompanying series to fill in the time between both mainstream seasons. But, to be honest, with Nurse Secrets Revealed, there's not a whole lot that I can do. Although I will mention that I am, in fact, in the works with Season 8's final trailer. And I will have its official teaser trailer up soon, but the final trailer is going to be even way bigger, considering the fact that I had already released an official theme song for it. A new theme song is also in the works, and I could say that I'm proud of myself for really going the extra mile when it comes to bringing about one of the best web series of my own type. Going even further nowadays than when I did before, it may be too late, for one thing, but it's certainly not too late to do anything else. Nerf Secrets Revealed will continue, after all. Season 8 is coming soon. Hot Wheels Hilarity and Gaming with Kaiju Force Neo will also be continuing throughout all of 2020, and let's just face it. I made it clear as possible, before the enormous amounts of rage started to kick in. YouTube has been an oyster of mine. It's been a place of mine where I can really thrive within my creativity. And it's also been a prime location for the name itself, Kaiju Force Neo, which was formerly known as Wandolph. But as far back as January 1st, 2005, I am more than just thrilled in the 15 years of what I had already accomplished. It hasn't been a whole lot in the first 10 years, but within the last 5 years, I was able to really bring about an upbringing for my own name. And I am more than just proud of myself. There's going to be a lot that I'm going to be doing this whole entire year. And I'm basically just going to be looking down upon every recurring YouTuber out there who does have plans to quit, or for those who have already quit. Because after all, we shouldn't look at YouTube as something that has gone insane, or as a place that has really started to outclass many of the other smaller recurring creators, but rather as a safe haven for what we have been. It's never too late to make a good change. So if anyone ever wants to partner up with me, please be sure to tweet anything in relation to hashtag YouTube is Reborn movement. Just so I can keep this going. This platform is in fact going to be a prime example of the ways that people can make a good living out of. It only takes time, practice, and patience to really bring about good content to your channel. Considering the fact that I've gotten this far already, lots of viewership starting to kick in, and I can really imagine subscriber count and comment count are also going to be increasing throughout the year. This is going to be a really big year for me. Lots of videos are going to be uploaded. And I mean lots. Not a hint of a sign that any of this will be stopping. Not today or tomorrow. And so, here we are. Starting today, it's going to be really big. As big as it'll possibly ever get. Though I can imagine what the following several years will be like. They might be bigger, they might be smaller. But who knows? Anything at all could definitely work. Though, I'm going to need your help. If YouTube will ever become a reborn website, thanks to me, then I'm going to need as much help as I can possibly get. But first, something does happen. And those theories are considered to be true. And so, I say to it, I'm never quitting YouTube. No matter how bad it might get or how good it might get, I'm going to pull through no matter what happens. And so, if you want to see more, go down to my channel. In relation to whatever that I've talked about happening now or later, make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, follow me on social media, and stay on the Hollywood side.